This is happening because life's short and I'm the master of my own destiny. I was recounting a story to a friend recently about something that happened while I was at school, and it's one of those things where you don't quite realise how absurd the situation is until you're actually saying it to someone else. Because up until recently, my general attitude towards high school is like, high school kids are awful, and how the hell any high school teacher manages to stay sane for more than 2 weeks in a building with those feral animals, myself included, I do not know. But I've had a couple of memories pop up recently, like something like out of a zombie apocalypse flashback experience, and I just think maybe I was wrong. Because when I was a kid, I knew school was awful for me. We're all just forced together, we don't know each other, we have nothing in common, there are thousands of us, we're all the same age, and we're just battling through and trying to not kill each other. And something about having to turn up to work in that environment every day must make you go a bit odd. By British standards, I went to a pretty big school. Like, if I meet someone in Cardiff and they grew up in Cardiff, chances are we probably went to the same school. And there was this fact that we all used to state about that, be like, oh, it's the 3rd biggest school in Britain. I don't know if it was. I don't know if anyone actually had fact-check that. Could be true. I guess we'll never know. One time, all of my year group were called for an impromptu special assembly. We had an assembly every week anyway, which I think I probably went to about 6 of in my entire schooling, but this was an extra special one that had just been thrust upon us on a random day. So we headed over to our assembly location, which was called the Dutch Barn, which, what? I never questioned that in all my time at school. I should have. Why is it Dutch? And more importantly, why is it a barn? Is that a normal thing? Generally, the Dutch Barn was for assemblies, music concerts, and lunch, where of course you'd sit amongst all the livestock that the school kept in its state-of-the-art barn. And in this assembly, we were warned by our head of year, our head teacher, and I think an outsider who had come in specifically to deliver this information to different schools. We were warned about something called Strawberry Quick. Strawberry Quick was apparently a new drug that we all had to be warned against because it was new and strawberry flavoured. So everyone had to know about it. A strategic move by the school, keeping us all up to date. There's your perfect 2-step plan to make a bunch of young people not want to do a new drug. 1, tell them it tastes really lovely. 2, tell them not to do it but don't explain why. You got it. So Strawberry Quick was a new drug that was reddish or pinkish in colour and was distributed in the form of sweets and sherbet and stuff like that. And I remember they had the big projector on at the front of the barn, right, next to the big stack of hay and Jesus' manger. Projected on that wall during the entire assembly while they warned us against this horrible new drug was some clip art of some sweet wrappers and a really low resolution JPEG of a couple of Chupa Chups and some sherbet. And then they told us to beware. They said it was being distributed in the form of sweets and that we might not know it was in the sweets and we'd eat the sweets and oh no, we've taken the drugs and it's all gone wrong. It wasn't said what it would do to you or what to do if you took it. It just said, say no, kids. Apparently our peers might try and trick us into doing these drugs by not telling us, just offering us sweets. And my main issues with the whole of this delivery was, 1, what drug is it? Why you not need to... What? 2, why would the drugs all be free? Like, I know drug dealers will sometimes try and get people hooked on drugs by giving them a free sample that's really good quality. I just can't see, right, if there was like a 12-year-old, I got me some of that sweet old Strawberry Quick. What I'm gonna do is hand it out to everyone I know. Is that how it would work? But also, at no point in my entire school life was I ever given any other warning about drugs. Because we hate to equip vulnerable teenagers with the valuable information they need to assess risk for themselves. No, that's right, just blanket statement all of them so that little David over there thinks that weed and heroin are on the same level. And all they would have had to do is warn us about the dangers of drugs, where to get help, where to get information, and then finished off the job by just putting a massive banner over the back of the barn that said, stay away from opiates, kids. About 2 weeks later, the whole thing was revealed to be a hoax. Just your average trolls, innit? Dealing with the misery of existence before social media existed for them to mess with people on. They've always been around, now they can dox you. One time we were all heading into the block where my foreman was to like deregister and that in the morning, and there was a new addition to the local vending machine of that block. Someone had done the old wiggle the vending machine till you get a free gift. And I mean, if you're gonna put the work in, just let them have it. Like, the teachers had gone onto the CCTV, screenshotted it, and then printed it out, stuck it to the vending machine, and put a big sign that said, congratulations, you've been caught on CCTV. Your classmates will soon identify you. What kind of weird, like, blackmail-y, manipulative stuff is that about? Was he meant to turn himself in out of fear? Clearly, for some reason, the teachers were momentarily unaware of the unspoken feud between staff and kids. Stitches get stitches, innit? One of them teachers must have had a bloody massive craving for that last Mars bar that went in such an unjust manner. I will find you. And coincidentally, Liam Neeson actually was one of our RE teachers, so they didn't get the chocolate bar back, obviously. But they did find the culprit. I think it was because some people were stupidly talking about it too loudly in class. So they were mad proud of themselves. I mean, fair dues, that's the kind of thing I would have done. Just didn't expect it from them. Another massive error of judgment happened when we were in the science block before. The science block was also responsible for the story that I was telling my friend the other day, which was the source of one of the most disturbing images that I had in my head while eating for a very long time. When we were all in year 8, so age 12, 13, we had to do the heart dissection lesson in biology. We've previously done lung dissection. They have the healthy lungs and the smoker's lungs. They bring them in and they make you look at them, smell them. For the heart one, they were like, nah, this ain't enough. We ain't sharing between 30 kids. Everyone's gonna have our own. It's a state school, they're all the same. We were lucky if we were sharing a textbook with just one other person. So when it came to the necessary heart dissection, They weren't going to go splashing the cash on a bunch of hearts. I know, we had to get them. One by one throughout the year, every class would get set the homework of buy a heart. Did you have to buy a heart? Don't know if you know this about hearts, but you can't buy one, usually. In most places, you have to buy them in packs of 2 or 3. So throughout the year, there's just like 400 kids buying hearts. That's a lot of hearts. I don't like thinking about it. I just check in my little school bag before I leave. My lunchbox, yeah. Pencil case, yep. PE kit, and 3 vacuum-packed pig hearts. Yep, got all of that. Off we go. Rule was you had to hand them in straight away on whatever day you brought them in. So you had to just go straight to your science class and be like, hiya miss, got my arts there. If you could just give them a little freeze for me. Cheers, thanks, tar. Obviously you're relying on the sensibility of children there. So that didn't happen. Especially because, right, if you bring in a pack of 3, you don't need 2 of those. That's a couple of spare hearts, right? Definitely saw many hearts scattered across the school grounds throughout the year. It was horrific. Quite often did look like a zombie apocalypse. Quite often did get combined with food fights. Always got to be vigilant at school, haven't you? That's why I am the person I am today. So these little ones gradually bring their little hearts in their little bags. Some blood definitely leaked in some people's bags. And then it finally came on the timetable, biology lesson, heart dissection day. Woo woo! Gear up, guys. Gonna be a mad one. Head to the classroom, wait outside, file in, sit down, and teacher stands up at the front of the class and goes, oh no. Great start. We're only human. We all forget things. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. And on this particular day, my biology teacher's mistake was that she had her dissection class with another bunch of kids again, but she had forgotten to defrost all the hearts. Each classroom in that tower block had a cupboard between them that you could go through each classroom into. Especially for dissection purposes, they had a chest freezer in there, which was full of hearts. And they were all still frozen. Oh, bugger it, I've gone and forgotten to defrost 30 pig and sheep hearts. I'm a teacher, I'm an adult human who's equipped with problem-solving skills in my daily life. What do I normally do with things that I haven't defrosted? That's right, complaints were shouted at, objections were shut down. We filed on into that cupboard, heart by heart, put them on a plate, opened the microwave, and shoved them all in. Not even one at a time, either. It was as many as we could fit. A pyramid, if you will. Gets a 30-second mark, oh, turns around. And shockingly, this wasn't a purpose-bought microwave specifically for defrosting the organs of animals. I don't know who had lunch next, but I wouldn't want to be them. And then the issue with some of them was that the hearts were too hot. So at the back over there, you got little Rebecca and her heart's still frozen. Oh, could I get another shift in the microwave of my heart, please, miss? In front of you got little Jack and his is too hot to touch and honestly starting to smell a little bit like barbecue. We were all told to start the lesson in the room and give it as much of a go as we could, but we were welcome to leave at any point if we got uncomfortable. And my point of discomfort after the microwaving the hearts experience was after we had to all stick our fingers through the vein, and then one guy at the back cleared the pathway enough to roll up a spitball, put it in the heart and blow it from the back of the class. But credit to him, I know my atriums and my ventricles now, don't I? Not a day goes by where I don't look up at the sky and be thankful for the fact that I never have to go to school again. Wow, Kim, what a heartwarming story.